right, my next video in the success series to help get you to this, to where you can live your dreams. What's in the way? Well, failure is in the way. A lot of people fail at what they're doing. They have so many things that go wrong and they're just not making it. So here's the main reason why most people aren't making it. And I know you're not going to want to hear this, but hey, that's what this is about. It's getting it done. It's rolling up the sleeves, getting you the truth and telling you what it is that doesn't make it work, right? So what the biggest reason for failure, here we go, is excuses. How did you just react? I know you didn't want to hear that, right? Everybody likes to blame that person, that situation, the economy, the government, the weather, whatever it is, conspiracy theories, the rich get rich, the poor get poor. They like to keep us down. There's a system set in to keep us from making it. It's the taxes, it's this. There's a million reasons why you're not making it, why that thing failed or whatever. And you know what? You might be right. A lot of this might be, your reasons might be true. But let me give you a little secret. The successful people, they've got the same reasons, the same issues, but they're successful. Why? Well, the unsuccessful person sits there and goes, that's why I failed. It's their fault. Life sucks. A successful person goes, well, that didn't work, so I'm going to try that. Well, that didn't work either, so I'm going to try that. I guarantee you, every successful person out there has failed 10 times more, 100 times more, 1,000 times more than you ever have. They just didn't give up. They kept going. They kept trying different things. They kept doing things that, well, let me try something completely different. Let me try this. Let me try that. Let me try that. Now, I know you're going to say that you are the same, that you are trying other things too, but what is the difference? The difference is you're miserable, you're unhappy, you're griping, you're whiny, you're unhappy, you're blaming. If you are coming up with excuses why things aren't working, you will never be successful. Because excuses are what's keeping you back. The rich people don't use excuses. They acknowledge something for, yeah, that didn't work, and that's the reason why, but I don't care. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. I'm going to tweak it a little bit. I'm going to up it like 5%. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this gadget instead of that thing. I'm going to try that approach. And you know what? They get excited about potential. Think about what evolution is. Evolution is 95% of it didn't work, but one of them did. One of them tried something different and broke through, and that one thing reproduced and formed a whole new species and formed a whole new thing that became successful and thrived. But to get there, 95% of it, 99% of it had to not work, had to fail. That's natural selection. And you, my friend, if you want to be successful, if you want to make it in life, you have to realize that 99% of what you're doing isn't going to work. So stop sitting there and making excuses as to why it's not working. I mean, recognize the reasons why, and then go, okay, I accept that. Now I'm going to try that. Now I'm going to try, changing this thing a little bit or that a little bit. That's how jailbreaks happen. Somebody finds a way to break through the system. Yes, there's a system, and the system might be keeping you down, but so what? There's always a crack in the wall. There's always a way to break through the system, and somebody found that. The successful people found a way to make it through that crack, and that's what evolution is. 99% of the attempts didn't work. One did. That thing reproduced and became a successful species. That's what success is. So you have to just acknowledge the fact you're going to fail over and over and over. The rich people do the same thing. They know they're going to fail at a lot of things. I was broke 5 times over. And everybody that's ever made it, that's ever become something successful, I guarantee you they have failed so many times. You could put 10 of your lifetimes together to add up how many failures that successful person has gone through. They just didn't give up. And they didn't sit there and whine and feel sorry for themselves and waste their time feeling sorry for themselves and coming up with excuses. They just tried something else. They just kept moving. And that's how you stay alive in a war, in a battle, is you don't just give up, because that's death in a battle. You have to keep finding other ways to make it work. And you don't stop. You don't slow down. You just keep going. And the other thing is the attitude. Some people say, well, the rich, they just help each other. They don't help us people. They want to keep us. Well, okay, I could go into a whole other video about that, but let me give you a little bit of insight as to why the rich don't like to help the unfortunate very much. I mean, actually they do. A lot of them do. They're philanthropic. They do help unfortunate people. But they help people who cannot help themselves. Most people can help themselves, and nobody wants to help them. Why? Because they're miserable. Who wants to be around a negative person? Who wants to be around somebody that whines all the time and gives you reasons why things aren't working? Those are not fun people to be around. We all have them in our family, negative friends. All they do is talk about reasons why something's not working. And then they wonder why they're alone all the time. Well, the reason their friends and family are avoiding them is the same reason the rich people are avoiding them. Rich people do not like to hang around people that whine about things not working. They like to hang around people who come up with, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we did this? Wouldn't it be cool if we did that? Yeah, let's try that. That's what successful people like to hang around, is other creative people who get excited about potential. So that's so critical, is your attitude. Everybody goes through the same issues. Everybody has failures. Everybody, even the successful people, have failures. The difference is the attitude. They don't let it depress them. They get excited. They go, okay, well, that didn't work. Hey, let's try that, and they just keep the excitement going. And then you might say, well, that's easy for somebody who has a lot of stuff. I've got nothing. Therefore, I'm depressed and I don't have anything to look forward to. I've told you in other videos that the less you have, the freer you are. And if you have bills and things that are costing you lots of money and they're just oppressive, then get rid of them. Get rid of the things that are weighting you down. Have nothing for a while. Live light. The lighter you live, the easier it is for you to get up higher, to make it. Just quit trying to live in a comfort zone all the time. Actually, roughing it for a while to get up here makes you get here faster. I could go on and on about this. I could address every single excuse that people have, and I could sit here for the next 10 years addressing those excuses, but the point is, they're excuses. There's always a way out. There's always a way to make it work. Always. Otherwise, we would not exist. The world would not exist if somebody didn't find an answer to a problem that everybody has. So that's it. The biggest reason for failure is excuses. The successful people have just as many failures, they have just as many hurdles, just as many challenges, but they don't let it stop them. They don't let it slow them down. That's how they got to be successful. So even though you might have nothing in your opinion, you do have a lot. You do have a lot. It's what's in you that's what matters. It's not physical money. It's not physical things that get you to be successful. It's what you have inside you, and that starts with attitude. And I cannot stress this enough. Your attitude is what keeps you down or what makes you make it. That's where it starts, is your attitude more than anything else. People want to be around up people, people who see potential. And I guarantee you, somebody who is not talented, who doesn't have a lot of, who doesn't really do things very well, but they're very excited about stuff and they see potential in things, that person will go a lot further than somebody who has a lot of talent, but sits there and just gripes. We all know artists and musicians who are really good at what they do. They are geniuses at what they do, but they just sit there and they wallow in their self-pity and their negativity, and that's what's keeping them down. And then you wonder why, how come that person made it? He's not even that talented. His stuff sucks. Well, that's because he's got an up attitude. He's excited about the future. He's excited about potential. And he's not giving up. And somebody who doesn't give up and they keep doing things that they're excited about is going to go a lot further, even though they don't have as much talent. They will go a lot further than somebody who has a massive amount of talent, but just sits there and is stubborn and miserable and depressing. So, let this be a lesson. I mean, we all fail. We all have things that go wrong. That's a given in life. And it's never going to end. So the sooner you accept that and you're okay with that, and you're still excited about the future and the potential of what could happen, that's what's going to get you free. So stop with the excuses, because you're wasting your life with excuses. Nobody wants to hear them. Nobody wants to hear excuses or reasons. Ultimately, not even you. Come on, you don't want to hear it either, right? That's just life. This is part of life. It's like going to the bathroom. You're going to have failures, drawbacks, things that go wrong. It's just what happens. But that's what makes you stronger. That's what helps you find the things that do work. I mean, if you were able to develop something that doesn't work very well and you develop that and to mass produce it, you'd be selling something that doesn't work very well. The reason it's failing is because it's supposed to fail. It doesn't work very well. Find something that does work and then mass produce that and become successful. So that's how it works. That's how evolution works. Evolution rewards those who are able to go through all the failures, find something that absolutely works, has been tested through time over and over and over, and it still works. Now you get to be successful. That's the secret, my friends, is stop with the negativity, stop with the whining, stop with the excuses, because that's what's holding you back. You have the same amount of potential as the richest person in the world. You just have to change your attitude. And then you can live this dream. And that's what it's about. So I'm here to help you. Stay tuned to the next video. I'm going to give you spoon feed you little bit by bit as to the secrets on the road to success. See you in the next one.